and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this certificate template in Word from scratch. So let's open a new document. So here I've just got open a normal A4 page, and the first thing I'm going to do is go to Insert, go to Shapes, click on the drop down and go down to this triangle here, and then just click and draw out a triangle. Now when you insert any shape into Word, it will have an outline colour and a fill colour. So once it's selected, go to Shape Format, go to this icon here, which is the outline, select No Outline, and then in Shape Fill you can select any colour you like. So I'm going to select this one, which I've chosen before, and I'll show you how. And then we're just going to rotate this triangle round, and then we'll pop it at the top here. You can stretch it out at the corners so that it perfectly fits your space. So as you can see, I don't want it to come far down the page. So what I'm going to do is actually reduce the height of it, and maybe increase the width and move it somewhere like that. Perfect. So we can go to Align, and then we can select Align to Center, and it will make sure that's perfectly aligned to the center. Then we're going to copy and paste it, Command or Control C, deselect, Command or Control V, and then before we move it, we're just going to go back up to Shape Format, go to Shape Fill, and again select the color we want, which is this one here. And then what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to slightly change the angle of this triangle, and I'm just going to squash it down a little bit. I'm then going to go up to this icon here, Send Backwards, click on the drop down and select Center Back. And then I'm going to move it up to here to join the bottom point here. You can go to Align, Align to Center, make sure that's perfectly aligned. Now you can see this is just a plain color in the background here, but we want to make it a little bit more stylized. So select this back triangle, go to Format pane over here, go to the bucket icon, go to the drop down Fill, and select Gradient Fill. Now because I've recorded this before, it's actually got the gradient I used. So what we want to do, if I move this slider, just watch what happens to the colour here. If I move the slider, you can see the gradient that is produced using this method. So the way I've done this is I've gone to Linear, and in the direction here I've chosen the top to bottom. To change the colour, I've selected the little slider, gone to Colour, selected a colour which is the one I chose before, and then on this one you can see I've chosen white, which is this one here, and then I just move the slider to suit the look I'm going for. Now I'm going to create another gradient, so go to Insert, Shapes, click on the square, click and draw out a rectangle that covers your entire page. Then once again go over to Gradient Fill, but this time I'm going to change the colour. Click on the drop down and I'm going to choose a grey, and I'm also going to go to Linear and select Radial, and then in the Radial I'm going to select the centre one, and then I'm going to move the white slider over to the left and the grey over to the right. You can see we've been left with this really nice gradient effect. Then go to Send Backwards, Center Back. Then go back up, Insert, Shapes, click the triangle again, click and draw out a triangle, and this time this triangle is going to be pretty large. And I'm going to make this a bit fatter, pull that up a bit more. Okay, then go to the outline and select No Outline. Go to Shape Fill and select White. Then instead of going center back this time, we're just going to keep clicking Send Backwards until it goes behind these two triangles at the top. Then go to Align, Align to Center, and then we've got that lovely center alignment, and we've got plenty of space here to put in the rest of our text. But before we do that, we're just going to create some shadows. So click on this triangle here, the blue one, go to this icon here, go to Shadow and click on the drop down. In the presets, click on the drop down. Sorry you can't see them all. It's not this one here, it's the one next to it, which is Offset Bottom. You can see we've got this slight shadow effect here. and I can create a little bit more of a blur if I want to. And then when I deselect it, let's just zoom in. You can see we've got this lovely shadow effect here. If you click on the yellow triangle, go up to shadow again, and then click on the drop down and again choose the same shadow. You can see the shadows created here. And again, we can use these sliders just to create more of a blur effect. And then we can do the same with this triangle here, which is the large white one. Again, but this time I'm just going to go to the bottom row and select the middle one. And again, we can adjust that blur, and also we can reduce the transparency. Perfect. Then we can zoom out and you can see the effect we've created. Onto more graphics, insert, shapes, go to the square, click and draw out a square or a rectangle for the bottom. Again, we can align it to the center, but it doesn't matter too much because we're not going to be able to see the center. Again, no outline, and then the fill color, I'll just match the top color. And then again, we can duplicate this. Another way to do so is to select it and hold down your Alt or Option key, click and drag. And then let's select the bottom one, deselect them both, reselect the bottom one. Let's change that color to this one here. And then we can just move that one over and adjust it accordingly. So if you want them both to just come up a bit, you can move them. Perfect. So now to the little emblem here. Now I've managed to get mine from the internet. This is the website I generally use. It's not sponsored or anything. Just search in here for something like certificate icons, press enter, and you can scroll down and you can see you have a lot of selections like this. I actually chose this one here. If you click on it, then just go to free download. You can see it's just downloaded. Then we go to insert, pictures, picture from file, and just find your image, click insert. If it doesn't appear, don't worry, go to wrap text and select in front of text. And then with this one, we just need to crop it. So select the crop tool, grab the corner and just crop it to where you want it to exclude all of the other ones. We just want this blue one here, and then just press enter. And then you can make this one as big or as small as you need to. Now you can center this if you want to. What you have to realize is that when you cropped it, your margins need to be perfect. So this one I often do by eye and just make sure that the distance here away from this triangle is the same both sides. Now the way in which I got the colors for these two is I actually inserted this first to get my colors, but you can go back and change your colors. So what I did is I selected my triangle, then when I went to shape format and went to shape fill, I selected more fill colors, and then I just utilized my color wheel to match this color here. Now the color you've selected is here, so as I move this little cursor around, you can see how the color changes. And I've also got a darken slider as well to make that color darker. Now, if you're fortunate enough to have one of these eyedropper tools, you can click on it and you can simply just hover over anywhere in here and click, and you can see the color will appear here. So you've perfectly matched it. And I did exactly the same for the yellow color here. I simply matched it to a color over here. So that's how I got these colors to match up pretty well. Now in here, you can put a logo, you can put your own logo, or you can something appropriate to your company. I'm just going to paste in mine. This is just a made up set of text, but you can have a logo and things like that. So all I've done is created a text box, which go to insert, text box, draw text box, click and draw out text box. Then you just put your text in and then select the text, go to the home tab, use this icon here to increase the size of your text. Then you can change the color here. And then as you can see, if I deselect it, it's got this outline around it, but it will also have a white background. So go to shape format, take off the outline, shape fill, take off the fill color, and you're left with just the text. And so if I click on this and go to the home tab, you can see this is the font I've used, this is the size, and obviously this is the color. So once again, you might have to use your eye just to make sure this is in the center. So those are all the graphics for this certificate. what you can do next is start to put in your own text. So go to Insert, Text Box, Draw Text Box, click and draw out a text box. Once again, you need to make sure you're on Shape Format. Go to No Outline, Shape Fill, No Fill. Then in here you can start typing. I'm just going to paste in some text as I don't think you want to see me typing. So if I click inside here and go to the Home tab, you'll be able to see that once again I've used the same font and this is the font size. And what I'm going to do now is just simply copy and paste this text box. It makes it far easier to copy and paste it now that we've actually taken the background off and the border lines. We don't have to keep repeating that process. I'm going to pop one down here, and I'm going to do 2 more. So the first one here, I'm just going to select the text, and this is where you'd put your name in. Now I'm just going to put a name in for now just to show you how it's done. Select the text, and then we're going to go to the Home tab, and we're just going to select from here a nice font. I'll select this one here. Now let's just use this font here to capitalize each word, and then we can increase the font size, and then we can move this up a little bit. Go to Shape Format, Align, Align to Center, and deselect. Now we can pop a line under there. So go to Insert, Shapes, click on the line, hold down the Shift key to create a perfectly horizontal line. Then in Shape Format, go along to the Outline tool, because this is where you can format your lines. Go to Black, and also go down to Weight, and this is the thickness of your line. We will select 1. Again, Align, Align to Center. This next one here, now this is where you'll put all of the text in order to establish why the individual has received their certificate. Again, I'm just going to paste in some text. Obviously this is just some fake text that I've put in, but you can obviously use your own. Again, exactly the same font, same font size as this one here. I think it's just slightly smaller. I think this one was 20 and this one's 18. Again, Shape Format, Align, Align to Center. This one here, you can just put in your company name. So again, I'm just going to select all, Command or Control A, and paste in the company name. Again, make sure it's aligned to the center. This next one's going to be the date. So I'm just going to copy and paste in that one. And then we can just type in date. Make this one as small as possible. We don't need additional space either side. And with this one, again, we're going to create a line. We can borrow this one if we can select it. Hold down the Alt or Option key, click and drag. And then make sure you hold your Shift key down when you're changing the size of this line. And then we can just move this line using our arrows, as it can be a little bit more accurate. Once you've selected this one, hold down your Command or Control key and select the date. Then go to Shape Format, Group, select Group. And now this is all one group, which just makes it a little bit easier to move around. Now I can't center this one because you can see the margin on this side is much smaller than the margin on this side. So with this one, we're just going to go to Align, Align to Center, but then we're just going to move it slightly to the left. This one here is obviously the people you'd like to put on the certificate, whether it's a CEO or a manager, whatever you like. So again, I'm just going to paste in my text. Once again, I'm going to use the same font, and you can see the font size here. There we go, and do the same with this one. Again, change the font and just move this one down. Now with these two, we can select them both. Go to Shape Format, Align, Align to Top. That will mean they're perfectly aligned this way. And now we're just going to add the lines above them. So go to Insert, Shapes, select the line, click, hold down the Shift key. Then we can go up and change it to black, and then change the weight again to 1. Then we can select the name underneath, holding down the Command or Control key, Align, Align to Center. Perfect. And borrow this line here, copy and paste by holding down the Alt or Option key, deselect, reselect this line, hold the Command or Control key down, select the other one, align to center. Perfect. Now you can see the lines, the distance between the line and the text is not the same. So again, we'll try and select these lines. If you're struggling to select them, go to Selection pane. The lines are called straight connectors, and if I click on it, you can see it's been selected. Hold your Command or Control key down, select the other one, and you can see that they've both been selected. Go to Align and select Align to Top. And now those lines are perfectly level. Now, to make sure everything is perfectly lined up to the center, if we select them both again and we group them, then we go to Align to center. Those lines there are now perfectly centered into my page. And then I can just ungroup them, and then I can realign these two, which will be the line, the straight connector. Hold down your Command or Control key, select the text underneath, align to center. Now you can see the line moved, which I didn't want. So sometimes if you select the text box first, then the straight connector, and then align to center. So now we can just make sure that we're happy with the text lined up to the middle. And here as well. Perfect. So then we zoom out. Perfect. So now you have your full certificate, and the way in which you now save this as a template, you can save it with the name already in there, which I would do because it means if you have formatted the font and the text and the text size, then all you'll need to do is just to click on this box, select the text, and then just retype in the new name that you need to put in the certificate. So I would save this all out now as a template. So the way to do that is to go to File, Save as Template, name it as your document at the top. So we'll go for Portrait Certificate. Make sure it's in the templates file, and down at the bottom here, make sure this is in the Word templates file as well, and then just click Save. So what that now means when you open Word, you've got templates, go to More Templates, and in Personal, you'll see your template, Portrait Certificate, is up here. Now, it won't look like the one you've made. It will just look a bit funky. Don't worry, it is the original document. You can open that, and you will open this here, make all the changes you need to, and then once you're done, it will ask you to save it as a brand new document, and therefore it doesn't spoil the original. If you can't be bothered to do any of this, then there is a link in the description below where you can download it. So I hope this has helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.